I just started hitting record.
Before or after the Final Destination?
I think it was after.
Oh.
It was within the past.
We're live now?
At least on mine.
This means that you have to do your generic attempt at trying to introduce us, and then the creative director will immediately derail it.
What do you mean?
I love how scripted this unscripted shit is.
It's not scripted. Anyways, folks, welcome to episode 3 of the How to
It's
Fail
not
at
3.
Podcasting. Oh,
It's-
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, God, scratch that. Oh, we're terrible. Tyler, if you're listening to this, I apologize for how terrible this is.
Our one viewer. Our listener.
So, yeah, welcome to episode 4 of How to Fail at Podcasting. The podcast. Or podcasting podcast. You know, there's a comma in there. I always forget.
You know what? We're off to a great fail.
We're off to a great start. This is, we've improved negatively since our last episode.
That's not
We have
true.
80% of the 60. I don't know the math. Not 87% of the team here.
The laugh is missing.
Wait,
Missing in our hearts.
I'm confused. Are you saying that
That sounds worse.
having more than we had last week is making us fail more than last week?
I don't know. I say a lot of things. Not much of a sensical.
I'm bad at math in general, so I'm just gonna let you guys make the roll on that one. I apparently am bad at words today too. Yeah, that's me today. Ow.
If you think about it, math and words are almost the same thing. They're just taking
Math is a construct.
You're taking different letters and adding them together to make a sound. Complex math.
Yeah, I'm podcast member Chub Chinks, and we have we're gonna go through the list. We have Zenny, we have Kitty, we have Whiskey, and a creative director, Baño. This is a terrible start. Can we just ixnay this and just start over again?
You just got rid of Nick.
Well, I mean, Nick's not here now, right now.
Yeah.
The laugh. He's not present.
Alright, I'm pouring myself a glass already.
Okay, yeah, we should, I think we should mulligan this one.
And just try to do a take two.
No.
Yeah,
You don't get the mulligan.
You don't get a mulligan.
We don't. No, yeah, these
You
are
don't get a
not really
mulligan.
scripted.
We just, at this point, we go, alright, well, that was a complete and utter fail. We got nothing else. And then just end it.
See you next week, kids.
Just end it.
Remember to stay in school and don't listen when they say that you're going to be offered drugs all the time as an adult, because I'm still
Those
waiting
are false
for that.
promises.
Yeah, never
Actually-
been approached to climb into a van with offers of candy.
Oh,
I
Just
got
saying.
approached for...
Be prepared,
Nope.
but no, you're prepared for something that's really not going to happen.
Hold on, I didn't quite understand what's going on. Are we saying there's vans with drugs to entice adults into them?
Dude, I didn't even get them as a kid. Hell, as an adult, why
You know-
not? Let's.
Okay, you know what? We'll just go with this. When I was in Nashville, like a month ago, I was walking past this like shack, and there was this girl there. She's super nice. She was like, "We do weed deliveries," and I feel like that shack basically could have been a van, and essentially, yeah, there didn't work. But that's the moral of that story.
Wait, so hold on.
I was
She
I was
had
solicited.
a shack that was like a van.
It was a shack, like at the side of the street. It was a very
And it
very
did-
crunchy, hipstery part of town. It was pretty cool.
Very crunchy. That's a great way of just...
I mean, it was crunchy as fuck. I mean,
and so
Like
you're saying
crunch.
it didn't succeed in drawing you in.
it was what?
It did not succeed in drawing you in.
No, because I don't smoke.
You know, it was
Beers.
one of the best services back at my college. So there's
Late night cookies.
late night cookies, and you can get special ones.
Oh.
Damn.
I don't know how much we want to be in the drug conversation because I don't know how that works with insinuation.
What do you mean? It's just an extra hashtag you had to put on drugs. Hashtags.
Hashtag.
True, it is legal where I'm at, and I'm sure it's legal in many places.
Drugs.
We didn't give any sort of warning, did we?
40,
No, we didn't.
43?
This is all part of the whole adult content thing.
It's
Listen,
40.
Yeah.
It's like
honestly,
it's 43 out of
drugs are
50
bad.
states. I'm pretty
Try
sure.
them at your own risk, apparently.
That reminded me of another situation. So there's a day at my college that I went to. There's a day where it's weed day, so everyone just goes out to the meadow essentially, and
Get a
just
medal?
yeah, like it was a big campus. Yeah, so like everyone goes out there and then just smokes weed, and there's this one guy that had like he had one that was the size of like a baseball bat, and the cops are there. They're not like stopping this. They're just making
Yeah, they
sure
can't.
everyone's stay safe. And the cop just points at him. He goes, "You make sure to share that."
He had the right idea.
Damn, Popo, stealing that man's fun.
Yeah, and then you
Like,
go to the
he
dining
wasn't stealing the
hall.
fun.
He
He's
could've-
sharing the fun.
Yeah,
He could have
exactly.
had a lot
He-
more fun if
He's
he didn't
he's
have to share.
he's effectively enforcing that the fun is spread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
therefore
and then
he wouldn't have had as much for himself.
When you have that much, there is more than enough to go around. It is not safe nor smart to consume that much.
Here's our PSA.
I had a friend that he had too much, and he got the shakes and like shivers, and he had to just lie down, and we were feeding him crackers, and he was slurping them up with his tongue.
Oh man, that's yeah. You never go full,
Full lizard.
yeah.
Oh man, but on weed day, the funnest part for me was going to the dining hall, and you see they just like double the staff and the food that day because the closest dining hall, just all the high people go to eat, so it just gets completely filled up, and you just see like the manager for the dining hall just directing everyone just nonstop.
They've got radios for their only time during the school year, and they're just talking to them like special forces, like we need backup.
Yeah,
Dining hall 1
I was
right now.
That's exactly how I imagine it. There's like war-torn employees just sitting
Jesus
there.
Christ! Jesus Christ!
Out of Doritos.
Where's the
I
Cheetos? Where's the
repeat,
Cheetos?
we are out of Doritos.
Yeah, the person whose first time on the job is just having mental breakdowns, going, "I can't keep up."
1,000-yard stare.
How can they eat this much? How can they eat?
Oh my God! They just won't stop. The tacos.
Oh, damn, I want tacos.
I always want tacos. Fun fact about me.
Mexican food's great. You don't even have to be high or drunk for it. Sober
Just
all
have
the
to have
way.
taste buds.
Right?
Hold on. So
And I was in the middle of meal prepping for the week. Just, I stopped doing that to do the podcast today. So
this is
What
how
were you meal prepping?
I was actually doing breakfast stuff. So I already had the turkey bacon set aside, and I was in the middle of chopping my fruit, and then I was gonna do my egg scrambles later.
Nice.
And I even got the little separated like little dishes. So I've got like my proteins on one side and then like all my fruits on the other.
Nice.
This is how you
Yep.
know how organized this is. I was in the middle of food prep, and then I had to stop it just to do this shit.
Listen, food prep was keeping me from going postal because all the work I did yesterday doing my nails was for naught.
Oh no, don't get me wrong.
For not, I drink for not.
The food prep is
It's
a great
delicious.
thing. I'm saying that we're breaking up
Our priorities
the
individually as
priorities are all
contributors to this
fucked up.
podcast is
We're-
questionable.
Where you're doing something that is meaningful and important to your health and well-being in life.
You know
and
what?
we just said
I also want to bring to light that I feel like Zenny and I are the only people who show up here on time every single time. Just putting that out there. Not the,
No, it's
studiously
Well,
sitting
I'm
in.
sorry. Last I checked, we were just winging it. So I don't know what on time actually is for the podcast.
It's kind of like a Comcast, or whatever your local cable provider is, where they give you like a 7-hour window. Yeah, that's what I expect from you guys.
You also got a 3-hour head start.
That's not how that works.
I just ate breakfast, damn it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Baño, but your personal like time frame is not a normal person's time frame. You can't use that excuse.
Cheers.
No, denied. Stop that shit right now.
Like all the conversations going on and just periodically whiskey. Cheers! Getting drunk.
Whiskey's just in the background, just here.
I'm here so I don't get fined.
Wait, no, that's possible?
So about that,
Wait, I thought you were here for metrics. Because
Yeah.
you just, like, you're salivating whenever you hear about numbers, and then you hear, like, oh, Tyler, have you listened to it yet? And he's like, no, not yet. You're like, oh.
I bet he hasn't listened to it yet. Son of a bitch, he downloaded it.
Yeah, anytime the numbers go up, I'm still laughing at the numbers going. We're like, whoa, what happened? Oh, wait, no, that was me accidentally clicking on it.
I like how we're sitting there trying to figure this out. We're like, well, I'm not subscribed. Well, neither am I. Well, then who's subscribed? Oh, shit. Sorry. It was me.
It was me the entire time. It was me. I was phone.
There's also the one that you said there was a like that was there and then immediately was removed. I was like, damn, that's sad.
Yeah, that's...
And then I realized, wait, that was me. I liked it and immediately unliked it.
Aw. And here I was thinking, like, we actually offended somebody, and I was, like, half excited, but also half feeling bad.
No, I clicked it on accident because I wanted to see if it would say where the likes were from. And then I was like, oh no, I'm going to mess with it. Chubbs is going to get upset. His numbers are going to be changed.
Who's touching my metrics?
Do you get upset when people touch
Guess
thermostat?
that's what I'm going to call it now. In my personal life.
Your metrics?
Yes, I'm going to call it my metric.
Would you be upset though if someone's touching your... No, not going there. Never mind.
No, please don't go there. Please,
Ripcord!
just not talk about it.
Ripcord!
Oh, too late. You have dipped toe, sir.
So anyways, do we want to get to the topic of the day?
Yeah, creative director. So push us in the direction we need to be in.
Okay, the topic of the day is chicken nuggets versus dino nuggets versus chicken tenders versus chicken strips. Which
God.
is the best processed chicken type of food?
I was not told there would be math involved in this.
Well, no, this has to be...
No, there's no math.
semi-order.
This is the ultimate opinion.
Well, you know what? I was confused by the amount of words he said, so I just assumed it was math. That's how my brain processes that.
You and your numbers. There needs to be semi-order here because this is a great topic. So I'd say one opinion at a time. Okay, no one go first though.
Well, the creative director made the topic, so he needs to moderate the conversation.
Oh, it sounded like the moderating was already being handled by Zenny.
Oh, true. All right, Zenny, you're in charge of this one then. Go. Start calling names, getting opinions.
Oh, I know how to do this. Oh, wait, there we go. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's not a very...
No, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we just roll for it. 3. Fuck, that was me.
Okay, first of all, okay, yeah. You know, fuck it, let's just run with it.
I just rolled the dice and it was me. Alright, quick. Chicken strips. Without a doubt, chicken strips are the best because Dino Nuggies are great in that you can never like replace that very first time you ever have Dino Nuggies, and just who doesn't like their little shapes and everything. And especially late at night, those things like hit a spot that you didn't know you were missing. But chicken strips give more flavor or more food for each one, so you actually get full. Because if you don't eat chicken strips, you have to eat like 20 plus chicken nuggets or dino nuggets, and then you just feel sad after the fact, even though you're happy while you're eating them. And chicken tenders to me have too much bread. So that's why I say chicken strips are the best.
So I don't know the difference between chicken strip.
Chicken
And
strips
a chicken tender.
are like a chicken breast that is breaded,
Yeah.
whereas
Okay,
chicken
you've already
tenders
lost me.
Okay, So essentially, a chicken strip is the equivalent of half a chicken breast, if you really want to get like technical on the portions. And then a chicken tender is like a quarter of a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Unless they pound it out first, then you can probably get like, a fifth of a chicken breast.
Yeah, it's like what you would get when you go to McDonald's and whatnot, you order chicken tenders. Those are tenders, the long, thin pieces with a lot of bread on them, which is the only reason why I don't like them, because you're basically just eating deep-fried flour batter, which I love carbs and everything, but it a lot of times it's overcooked, and you're just eating burnt shit. It's not that good. You don't get chicken with it.
But it also depends on where you go, though. Region is key in that.
Alright.
So, like, the Hardee's, Carl's Jr. hand-breaded, like, chicken strips, those things are massive. And the batter and the breading is not too bad, unless they get a, like, fucked-up chicken strip that's, like, all bent weird when they were putting it through the fryer, because then you get the clumps of the breading. And that's where you have a problem.
Okay, this is great, because I rolled the dice and it landed on 4, so you're next, Kitty.
Well, hold on. We're not through yet. Like, what's your condiment of choice, and does it differ per chicken?
Durex.
Honey
Wait.
mustard. I love honey mustard, especially Hardee's,
I
Carl's
second
Jr.
that.
honey mustard. Oh, that stuff's good. Like I ended up learning the best way that I could to improvise it, and when I was under the water, and we ever had to have chicken nugget day, which everybody on the boat loved, but I hate because they were the exact same things you'd get from a freezer section stuff. This is not top secret information at all, but it's the exact stuff you'd get from the freezer section of any grocery store, but then it's cooked by boat cooks, which means that they threw it into the oven, forgot about it, and it comes out black as fuck, and they're dry as all hell. So the only way that I could make them good was I would make my own honey mustard sauce. And people thought that was really weird that I knew how to make honey mustard sauce, which it was literally...
I feel like honey mustard sauce, like, the recipe describes itself.
Yes, it was literally just honey, mustard, and a little bit of mayonnaise, and it made it exactly, not exactly, but basically almost like Carl's Jr. Hardee's honey mustard sauce.
But
I've never had either of those places, by the way.
mustard is a broad category. What kind of mustard?
It was like the Dijon yellow mustard shit. Are you kidding me? Like
The,
the Navy would afford anything good.
The radioactive yellow mustard, that's just the best.
Yeah. Alright. Was that all the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4. It was Kitty.
Okay. Dino chicken nuggets, yes, they're the best. However, you end up getting, like, from Domino's, the boneless chicken bites. And that's just, like, a giant chunk of chicken, which is great. But the difference is, those are great with blue cheese, whereas Dino Nuggies, not so much. Even if you, like, put them in an air fryer and get them, like, perfectly crispy on the outside, for some reason, the texture with the blue cheese is just garbage. And I'm always going to go with chicken strips. No, sorry. Chicken tenders over chicken strips.
Oh.
Because people overdo it with the chicken strips. They become massive. It's like, this is like half a chicken, just breaded and fried. Whereas a chicken tender, you can actually plan a meal around that. You can actually plan sides, and those usually have less batter. And the batter is normally seasoned. Holy shit. The Omaha Steaks chicken tenders? Oh.
Whoa, product placement.
We don't
Listen,
have any.
I get discounts on that shit anyway because I order it way too much. It's not like anyone else is going to get a discount off of it. You have to order to get it. Whatever. They throw shit at you.
You can get a discount if you use code. Nope.
Gian,
I
you're still
don't even
recording,
get
right?
codes.
I am, yeah.
Okay, because my shit crashed.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
I had to start it back up at the start of Kitty's thing.
But seriously,
No.
Redundancy.
ranch is the best of all. Just saying. Ranch.
I now have to ask because I was reminded of this. Is there a secret product placement or sponsor for the week?
No.
It wouldn't be a secret if I told you guys. So
Okay.
And no, our metrics are not pointing in a direction where we can get product placements.
Now we gotta make that shit up on our own and hope someone notices in a good way and doesn't sue us.
But hey, Tyler might sponsor us.
Tyler's not going to sponsor us.
Can he sponsor us with chicken nuggets in any way?
I wish he would. Son of a bitch.
Seriously though,
Oh shit.
chicken's great.
The other fun thing about chicken tenders is you can call them tendies, and then you just go around going, chicken tendies!
Here's a hot take. I don't think I've ever had dino nuggets in my life.
What?
That's not a hot take. It's more of a
That's
spicy statement.
no, that's depression.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you
Is
don't
it
have
that-
joy in your life.
That's a sad.
I don't have
confession.
joy in my life. Thank you very much.
It's a statement of neglect. On that note, it was a 2. It's your turn to share about your tendies, Baño.
Right. Who's who? Oh, Baño.
I'm just going down.
Dino nuggets, hands down, they're the best. Because they're so much fun. And condiment, Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, I'm doing product placement.
No.
All right. Hot take on Sweet Baby Ray's. I think Sweet Baby Ray's is a little overrated.
It's a little overrated, but it is a solid barbecue sauce, and I like it cold because it works better at sticking to the dino nugget.
Do you mean cold, like refrigerated?
Yeah.
Okay, but who doesn't refrigerate the barbecue sauce?
Hey, have you had warmed up barbecue sauce? It is delicious with actual barbecue.
Well, yeah, but who doesn't keep it refrigerated though? That's my thought on that.
Well, like you keep it refrigerated, but then you can warm it up when you want to use it. But I'm also really lazy, so I would never do that. Like I can't even use a toaster. I'm that
I
lazy.
get what you're saying though about the condiments, like going out of your way to heat up a barbecue sauce just to dip the dino nuggies in. Yeah, no, not worth it. It's way better cold.
Yeah, the problem is the barbecue sauce would be like too thin on the dino nuggie.
Yeah, because they're just little guys with their little legs and their little dino heads until you eat them off.
Yeah. And you can make noises, and they're like screaming and going, no. And then you're like, I am like a meteor, but many meteors for all my teeth.
Changing out the battery, don't tell them.
And that is another reason why gummy bears are also amazing and various gummy animals.
I do eat my gummy bears like a serial killer.
Head first.
No, I think I actually tear the legs off. I'm kind of fucked up.
What about rummy bears?
Oh, I need to make those. I'm getting a post-it right now. I'm writing this down. I'm going to remind myself because I have an amazing rum to do that with.
Don't forget to write a post-it to remind yourself about your post-it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually don't need to do that.
you can put them on the wall as you travel around to say messages to you. Like one of my friends, she when you enter into her front door, on the wall it would just say like messages like, "Hey, how's it going?
Is this someone I know?
Hope you had a great day." And then you're like, "Wow, thanks, living space. You're the best."
Is this one of
Yeah.
the people I know?
Mine are passive.
No.
Okay, I was hoping it was.
My post-its are always passive-aggressive. Like, hey, don't forget, again, that you need to do this thing. Okay, bye. And then I get mad, and I'm like, fuck you, post-it note. I'm going to let it sit for another week and not do it. And I'll find another post-it note and be like, hey, you going to let shit go another week? Again, like you always do? Or are you going to be a responsible adult and do shit? And I'm like, I'm not going to let you tell me what to do, you stupid post-it note. And then I do things. Plot twist, I write my post-it
We are
notes.
all slaves to the post-it notes.
I said this is.
They're amazing.
Very heated discussion about your war on an inanimate object.
Listen. I burned my finger today on a curling wand. Inanimate objects hate me. So let's just get that out of the way now.
Just a perpetual-
So would you say that you started it and you're going to end it, even though you're the only party involved?
No, because it never ends. It never ends.
You're gonna have to give up all of your materials. It's the only way to end it.
So, anyways, back to Dino chicken nuggets and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I found out that you can use Sweet Baby Ray's as a decoration. So then you can have warm or room temperature barbecue sauce.
I know what you're referencing, and I swear to God, I want to get a roll of newspaper and just bop you in the nose. Just no.
But I'm not sure where
Stop
this is
that.
going. Can you please explain? What do you mean a decoration?
Don't you dare.
Please explain.
I shall refrain from saying. There are memes out there. You can probably easily find it by searching.
But you can find out if you subscribe to our Patreon.
There is no Patreon.
Wait, do we have one?
Or exclusive. No.
Wait, did you make one?
No.
Oh, the way you said that, it sounded like it. Speaking of,
Why, when you got to talk to Tyler first, be like, "Hey, are you interested at least?" Because I don't want to go through that effort of making this if you're not interested.
What?
If no one's gonna sub to this shit.
one Patreon,
No.
living the high life.
No one's gonna fucking.
Speaking of Juan,
God, if anything, I do an OnlyFans for us. Come on, guys.
speaking of Juan, it's number one, which is you, Chubbs.
I'm number one.
No, that's not what that means.
I'm number one.
No, you're just
You
the
know
first in this.
I am number one. Thank you.
So that concludes my opinion on processed chicken nuggets and stuff. Do we need to give an option for vegetarians? Like, is there a tofu one?
Impossible.
There's incredible.
Impossible. Okay,
Yeah,
you know what?
Impossible.
Fuck it. The Impossible Nuggets. I had them. They taste like. How do I explain this? It's like tofu. If tofu was a pencil eraser.
Rubber?
Wait, let me make sure. You said pencil eraser?
Yes.
So rubber.
So it looks like tofu, but you bite into it, it has the consistency of what I imagine a pencil eraser would be.
Are we talking like a white pencil eraser or a pink one?
So, probably the white one was the white one.
I just imagine they have different textures. I've never eaten one though.
Yeah, no, I thought about that too, and I in my mind the white one is it's more of a smoother texture, like where the pink. Yeah, silkier, right? So it is silky, but it's also dense. So literally, the Impossible Nugget is like extremely dense tofu, or a relatively soft pencil eraser. It's kind of like on that spectrum. It is not pleasant.
The pink ones are kind of tough and grainy.
Yeah, which is upsetting because I've enjoyed the Impossible Whopper, and you think that a heavily processed food like a chicken nugget would be great as an Impossible product, but apparently that is fuck upable. Like that can be fucked up pretty significantly, and it's kind of it's depressing.
Please don't eat pencil erasers. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean, people can do whatever they want,
What,
but
never done dumb shit as a kid?
That's a choking hazard.
but in regards to the nuggets, because this is what we're talking about, I am a pink slime guy. And for example, I had chicken. I ordered a pizza and some chicken tendies the other night, Friday night, and the chicken tendies that came were essentially the taste of a giant chicken nugget, and they were delicious. I was actually very excited to have those, because you know what? Fuck all white meat, chicken breast shit, folks. Fuck that shit. I didn't sign up for this fancy ass, unprocessed chicken. You know, I like my Wendy's nuggets, spicy.
Oh, those are pretty good though.
Yeah, those are good. Pink slime all the way. I don't ever order boneless chicken wings ever. Bone in all the way through.
I don't really like chicken wings. Just saying.
Just waiting for
It's
sauce.
delicious. You know, a chicken wing was once described to me, and I know now we're going on a tangent, but chicken wings once described to me as fat, deep fried, and fat. And you know what? That sounds delicious to me.
I'm still just waiting for the sauce.
The sauce. Okay, my sauce choice. So I'm going to echo honey mustard is kind of where it's at.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've tried many sauces with my nuggets. Actually, yeah, because I feel like sweet and sour is in the same vein as honey mustard. Honestly,
Yeah, sweet and sour.
but the McDonald's, the McDougal's sweet and sour is where it's at.
Wasn't
as well.
that a meal they did not long ago where they had like
That was-
a special sauce, but it was just sweet and sour sauce? Was that the BTS?
That
one?
was a saweetie sauce, and that was essentially just sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah. Wait, who was that for?
A rapper, I believe. I think she's a rapper. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
I don't keep up with the hippity and the hop.
I hate you. Now it's stuck in my head.
Wow, we should probably cut that part out. That was kind of really.
Nope. You gotta live
I
with
don't
your
wanna be-
cringe.
Don't you want to be a hip hop-opotamus?
Hip hop anonymous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hip Hop Anonymous.
That's not fair. You give him the easy one.
Think about it now. I think, if we were to discuss sauces, like, I have my top three, and it's like ranch, honey mustard, and sweet and sour. Because I could have barbecue on everything. I grew up eating barbecue. I want something different.
What kind of barbecue though? So I personally like vinegary barbecue sauces, like on the sour spectrum, or acidic spectrum. I don't like coriander sweet barbecue.
Like a
It
Carolina.
depends on the meat that it's going on, to be honest.
True. If it's
certain
pork, it needs to be sour for me.
meats- Yes.
Is that it?
And honestly, the best ribs I've ever had. I was in North Carolina, and they weren't sauced at all. The sauce is only there to cover up the mistakes.
When I was in North Carolina, we had the vinegar and peppercorn shredded pork. Oh, so good. Damn it.
Well,
I wasn't hungry when we started this.
You should have known when the conversation was about chicken tendies.
Yeah, I know.
The good news is you get to go back to meal prep, so you get to handle food on top of while being hungry, and then overpack your meals.
No, I get to go back to being angry at trying to freaking peel and cut kiwi fruit. Bastards.
Why are you peeling kiwi?
Because I'm throwing them together with sliced strawberries and mandarins and making like a little fruit salad.
Okay.
Yeah. Or else I would just, pack a little spoon in my meal prep kit.
Yeah,
No
that's just insane.
instead.
Well, the last one is the deep one.
Chicken strips. Because they go on everything.
Wait, what? Like, what is everything?
If you want a salad with chicken in it, chicken strips. If you want a chicken sandwich, chicken strips. It's just, it works.
Do
I
they
love
work as
dino
a-
nuggies, but
Do they work as a hat?
yes,
What about a face mask?
even more so.
What about a roof?
Well, that's technically on something, so that would be the most applicable out of the three you've told me so far.
They could become shingles.
But they're great. I
don't
can
know.
eat them by themselves or with something else, and it just works.
I wouldn't like them as shingles because if I'm being attacked by like Romans or something like that, I wanna have something I can sit on my roof and throw down at them that will hurt, not something that will give them sustenance to come kill me.
Unless they've sat out in the sun for too long and they've become sun-baked rocks of grossness. Then they will definitely get hurt by them as they get hit. And if they're dumb enough to eat them, well, that's a whole nother pain.
I don't know. I feel like you could boil it and make a porridge out of it or a stew.
What if they just spoil out in the sun on your roof? Then you could do blunt damage and poison damage.
That's what I just said.
You could get both, yeah.
But you didn't say it in nerd, so I didn't understand.
God damn it.
Well, I think what happened is you'd have a chicken tendies roof, and then shortly after it'd be a bird roof, and then very quickly after that you'd have no roof again.
You'd definitely be covered in ants as well.
Oh.
Oh no, you'd have a poop roof at this time.
I don't know. I think the ants and the birds would kind of be fighting over it.
True.
Although, can we just say, it's really weird that people feed chicken nuggets to their pet chickens.
I mean,
That-
It's not
What?
entirely cannibalism because it's not just chicken.
It's just weird to me. It's like,
Isn't that how we got like mad cow disease?
Chickens will eat anything, though they don't care. You can throw anything out in front of them. They will. There are people that have taken
Am
an
I a
egg.
chicken?
No, they have taken an egg like from the chicken coop, cracked it open, and then the chickens would run over and just start eating the egg.
yeah, they get a lot of calcium and protein back from that, and that's if you're kind of like free roaming your chickens and not actually feeding them a lot of specified grain. But yeah, yeah, I know people who have pet chickens, like actual house chickens, and let them run around in their house and put diapers on them so they don't make a mess, and will take them through the drive-through and order chicken nuggets to feed to their chickens.
They take them through the drive-through. Is this like trying to get a puppuccino with your chicken?
It's terrible. I don't understand it.
The only thing I can really see the reason for feeding them chicken nuggets is because you're an occult person, and then you're hoping that through cannibalism you can turn them into like an evil spirit creature.
Chickens are already evil. You don't need to make it worse.
They're evil, but they're not a spirit creature yet.
Tell that to the... Okay, I'm totally going to offend like so many people with this.
Yeah.
Tell that to the people who want to have house chickens. I'm sorry, chickens do not make good pets. Ah.
I like that is...
No.
That's the statement that's going to offend a lot of people. The people that own house chickens.
I have, like, my mom and her sisters grew up on a farm. Their mom, their grandmother, like, seriously, farmers all over the place had chickens, and they were like, dude, they do not make good pets. And there's a bunch of people who are actually going around and making chickens their emotional support animals.
I saw a video where someone had an emotional support peacock.
That's just...
Well, are they having a chicken as a pet because they don't want a dog because the chicken's much more edible in the end, so you can be like sad that the chicken's died, but then you're able to go, you're gonna be delicious and stay with me forever.
No, they literally put a leash and harness on it and a diaper on it, and they try to walk it around in public like it's any other pet. And they're like, we don't need a dog because we have a chicken. No, you have gross lice in your house. You have gross smells in your house. And God forbid you have a rooster, because then he's not going to shut up. And it's really mean that people put anti-crow collars on them the way they do bark collars on dogs. Just stop.
I'm learning a lot about chicken apparel today that I didn't expect to learn.
I am an encyclopedia of random and, in most cases, useless knowledge.
There's chicken diapers, there's chicken anti-crow collars, chicken leashes, apparently. Damn.
Well, actually, a lot of the harnesses for chickens are just the same kind of harnesses that you would get for, like, a parrot or a cockatoo. You just adjust it a bit bigger.
So anyways, I forgot, was a condiment said?
Whiskey.
No.
No condiment.
Whoa.
No condiment was said, but blue cheese, ranch or dressing. That's my preference. Something powerful. Something that doesn't overwhelm the chicken, though.
No one has said hot sauce.
I'm picky about my hot sauce, that's why.
I mean,
What's
sriracha
hot
goes
sauce
with
on a
everything.
chicken that's not a wing?
Yeah.
There's more than
Sriracha goes with everything.
Oh my god. So one time, I may not have been sober at the time, but I tried to make honey mustard, but then realized that I grabbed sriracha instead. That's why I was confused that my mustard wasn't yellow. And so I made a sweet and spicy sauce that was really good at first, but then got really gross afterwards. But
Hold on. how drunk were you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, how do you mistake sriracha for mustard?
I was drunk enough that I needed adult supervision, but I was left on my own in the kitchen when I said, I'm gonna go get a snack. And no one thought better of it.
So I think that invalidates the taste, because at a certain point, when you're drunk, everything tastes good.
Not exactly. There are. I guess at least for me, I do maintain the whole like stuff is either going to taste really great or really, really bad.
Pretty sure that's just
What?
most food in general.
I've done a lot of dumb shit in my life, okay? But I'm still alive, which means I've learned a lesson. Somewhere.
Or you're just very lucky.
Or that explains why I'm so clumsy in general. There has to be a balance in the universe.
Does this satisfy your questions of topics?
Yes. I guess, should we end it there? I don't know.
Professional. Great start, great finish.
I think great might be a bit of an overstatement there, buddy.
Did you not hear the sarcasm from it? The deathly silence of shall we end it?
This is a terrible episode. I'm just gonna put out them.
I'll delete it.
Just put that out.
I'll fucking
You
do
don't
it.
like chicken nuggets? Or
Not a
tenders?
single D&D reference. Well, there was one earlier, but
I was
Oh,
rolling
okay.
dice
Okay, let's
for
throw in there
people.
then. Cockatrice. That as a potential, like, chicken product.
Wait, hold on. So Cockatrice, just to make sure I'm remembering this correctly, it's rooster and snake usually, right? I want to say it's something
this
else.
is the one that turns you into stone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But it's
Oh, man.
both, isn't
In
it?
some cases.
Oh man, this is like it's like the pufferfish of chicken of livestock.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like,
no.
would the whole thing have venom in it? Would you with Whiskey said? Would you have to carefully try to cut out this gland?
No, but then you have to leave just enough of the venom so they get a temporary effect. Like how you get like a little numbing thing, but it's kind of like a slight amount of petrification that dissipates.
In your,
But then how would one properly serve said cockatrice?
As a
Would
nugget.
is
Would it be a nugget?
or
Would it be a strip?
or tender?
It would be
Or-
a nugget because if it was a strip, it would definitely be like a breast piece, like a muscle piece, right? But with a nugget, it's pink slime, so you can mix in a little bit of the venom, and it wouldn't be identifiable. It'd just be exotic.
Would someone actually take the time to pound out these strips thin enough that they could potentially cut them into dragon shapes for the kids?
Oh, dragon.
Dragon
Nuggets.
nuggies.
Dragon nuggets.
Oh, I want dragon nuggies.
But I don't know. What about adventure nuggies?
I still would take the dragon nuggies.
So
I'm
would
also
I.
just imagining now some assassin acting like they're a chef, and they just go to make these. They're like world-renowned chef for making these Cockatrice dragon nuggies, and then they end up making them, and they're all nice. And then they have their one hit where they load that one nuggie up with extra Cockatrice venom, and then they just like have to separate them all out, and they just do hit assassinations based off of heavily laced Cockatrice dragon nuggies.
See, I went in the opposite direction. I'm thinking of like them marketing dragon nuggets to like level 1 adventurers because they're basically children, right? Packing little lunches for them. Like, you're off to kill your first goblin cave. Here's your lunch, son. I packed you dragon nuggets.
At that point, they're a level 0. They haven't gotten their class yet.
No. Oh yeah.
Hold on. this whole time you guys have been talking about dragon-shaped nuggets? Because I've been thinking of something else when you say dragon nuggets. I hate to say it.
What?
Like Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh no.
That's a different kind of delicacy there, buddy.
That's gonna be the next topic after we wrap up dragon nuggets.
That just makes me think of, what is it called? Bowl oysters?
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh no.
So my question is, when you get pecked by a cockatrice, you then have to resist turning, like petrifying, turning to stone. But if you're ingesting it, is it still a full body thing, or is it gonna just be like your mouth, esophagus, and then you can't even breathe?
Ooh, that sounds horrible. Or would the nuggies turn to stone in your stomach and then you just get gallbladder or gallstones?
Ooh.
I think it depends on, like, so if you were to get scratched by a cockatrice, do you potentially get hit with the venom and turn to stone as well, or is it only when you get pecked?
I think it's only the peck. I have to look it up.
No, they have a. As far as I know, it's a pecking thing, but it's a breath. Like it's actually part of, like they can exhale.
Okay.
And it's a dust that turns you to stone.
So then that's more along the lines of like the pufferfish thing, where you just got to make sure that you don't hit that toxin sac. So then the meat should be fine to eat and cut into little dragon pieces and be like, yay, dragon nuggies. New with honey mustard sauce.
Now I'm thinking of what a fucking fantasy medieval testicle festival would look like.
Whoa.
That's a conversation. That's a conversation for Patreon.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you know what I'm talking about, Kitty? When it comes to those frickin' I forgot where they have them, but testicle festivals.
Excuse you? Why would I know this?
You're the one that's talking about Kentucky and all that stuff. I think this is a Texas thing, or it's somewhere Midwest, I think. One of the states, at least.
There's only two things.
They deep fry them.
There's only two things I know of festival-wise that's similar to that, and that's the Japanese Penis Festival and then the museum, the Penis Museum in, like, some European country, I think.
Yeah, I got nothing. Whiskey, actually. I don't know if I should be offended or
disappointed.
Actually, like, or I should feel a little happy that someone actually listened to my random ramblings about things of different states that I know.
Yes.
It's kind of like that proud parent, like, but not like that moment. Like,
it's
proud of you, but not like that.
It's the proud parent after the kid just stood up to the bully, but they said the F word one too many times.
Yeah, just a wee bit, because, like, where I was in Kentucky and the time I was there, it was more spring, so there weren't actually any festivals we went to, but the orchard had just done a bunch of, like, stuff, so, you know, fruits and stuff. Nothing of testicles. Ew.
Deep fried dragon nuggets.
Oh no.
Deep fried coballs.
No.
Right, you see what I did there?
Cobalt balls.
No.
It's just coballs.
No.
Coballs.
No.
Bugbear nuggets.
You know, if this podcast ever takes off and we become like successful on the very on the 0.01 chance of that, I 100% think. Oh, we shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I 100% think that we should fund our own like adventure themed foods.
Oh, we should say this on this podcast. Immediately says it.
Don't worry, only Tyler's listening. I don't think he'll steal it.
I don't think even he's listening.
We're running out of space.
And you know, Fury listens to this occasionally.
We'll have to delete the episodes anyways.
Just instead of paying for it, delete them.
We already said this one sucks.
Look, we're on a budget, okay? Our budget right now is like $0.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen the budget. There was no budget. That's how I know I've seen it. It's not like there is no budget and they spend all the money. There is no budget, as in there's nothing to draw on, not even a penny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have bills and rent to pay. I don't always have extra funds for podcast things, so I cannot. At
So, anyways,
this time
adventure
do a
food.
budget.
Coal balls. Is it ice cream or is it testicles?
Well, I mean, are we talking about a medieval testicle festival, or are you talking about like just adventure foods, just anything?
Anything?
Because I don't think I would mind if kobolds were actually like dragon meat in a rice ball, almost like pork buns.
Ooh.
I'm still stuck on the fact that you are repeatedly saying Testicle Festival.
Yeah.
It kind of rolls off your tongue, like a mouthful of. Anyways,
That means two things.
Oh boy.
Oh, I've been holding this in since honey mustard was brought up, but I just have to complain about almonds.
Almonds?
They just ruin honey. They make it, almond based honey is so bitter.
That's a thing? That's a
No,
thing.
it's not a thing. They throw it out because it's terrible.
I
think like scientifically or legally, the honey has to be like honey.
I'm really
Yeah.
confused.
No.
Like,
Not entirely.
But if the honey is made from almond flowers, it's bitter.
Oh,
oh, okay, that's what you
okay.
mean. I got really confused there for a
I'm
minute.
so confused. I'm actually trying to like determine the machination of how to make honey out of like fucking almonds.
Well, they did. They made milk. What's to stop them from making something else?
True.
You know, almond milk ain't bad.
Almond
made
milk
oat
isn't
milk.
bad. I'm more of an
Yes.
oat milk fan, actually. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Thank you. High five.
I switched to an almond milk. My coffee actually tastes a lot better now.
Oat milk has a better body to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't like how it's kind of, I don't know, it seems more grainy than the almond milk does.
That's what. How do I explain this? So that's not like a racist. It's
That
You know.
statement alone.
it's that's called texture. So it's I know it's a foreign concept to people like you, but it's like flavor that's not like butter and cheese.
Oh no. I am all about texture when it comes to foods, but texture is also what puts me off certain foods as well. So
So would
Yeah.
you be fine with like a cobalt texture?
You think that? Oh, don't answer that. Further concept: dragon meat is probably expensive and only for the rich. However, kobolds are plentiful. So kobolds would be like the poor man's dragon meat.
Like imitation
God.
crab.
Whoa,
yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say like the imitation like fried clams that we get at the fair.
kobolds are not imitation dragons. You take that back. They are dragons within their own right, and I have no reason for being
No,
so passionate
no.
about this.
Oh,
He
no,
talks about in form of food.
it's like olive oil. Instead of having it actually be olive oil, it's vegetable oil.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. See, it's affordable. It's like, it's like black truffles, right? Black truffles are expensive. However, you can get truffle oil, which is basically fake truffles, and a lot of garlic, and anybody can afford that. You can go to like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls to get that shit from the Karen aisle.
No.
That's the entire Karen store.
Right, but now we're alienating all of them. So, yeah. So, Zenny, what's your opinion on kobold meat? Knock off dragon meat? Yeah.
No, I just said no.
Okay, so it'd basically be the difference between like, basic dairy cow and Wagyu. I think that's what we're getting at.
Yeah, it can't. It's not allowed to
It's
be.
it's great
knockoff.
value dragon meat.
No, not even great value. It's It's just.
Did you hear the disappointment in his voice in that one? I felt him sink in his seat on that one.
I've been trying to be good and not put in on this whole conversation. You guys just keep slandering it.
Right, well, tell us how cobalt beats a delicacy.
It's, in a lot of places, it can be a very exquisite and cultural dish, much like when you go to other parts within the world and they serve you, other random things that you don't think of as a delicacy. Also, why are we talking about eating cobalts?
Because dragon is way too dangerous and rare and expensive.
Because we are poor, this podcast doesn't have a budget, and we can't even afford dragon meat. So we've got to settle for great value dragon meat.
I don't even want to eat the dragon meat.
Kirkland brand dragons.
No.
Maybe made from cobalt.
I would eat dragon meat. I would love to try
I
that
will
shit.
fight you on that. Don't you hurt the dragons.
I've eaten snake before, and I think that's kind of what, like, a cobalt
Snake is delicious.
Oh.
It is.
Here's another thing, though. What if an animal burned by a dragon is a delicacy more than the dragon itself?
Oh, super ultra high end cooking, like fucking 1,000 gold piece a dish dinner type of thing.
This is just 100% further reinforces that comic, or it's not really a comic. It's a picture that floats around of in a fantasy world. There is a dragon that makes creme brulee, and it's a little dragon toasting the creme brulee. Now I'm just dragon chef.
I would totally have dragon brulee, just saying.
Creme brulee kissed by a dragon. Oh my god, you could throw that on a fucking like Michelin star menu. People would die for that, literally and figuratively.
It's just like the doggy agreeing with dragon brulee.
So I guess the question is, how would you bait the dragon into cooking your food for you?
What do you mean bait the dragon? Just ask.
Give him gold.
Yeah, you just pay him. It's like when you're running late on the year and you need to have a bunch of metal smelts and all you got is the ore and you're just like, hey dragon, I'll pay you money. Can you breathe fire on this? And he's like, yeah, sure.
just like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then like if you anger him, then he's just like, I'll just eat you now. You're like, what are you gonna do to him? He's a dragon.
I'm pretty sure this dragon you approached him on weed day. That's why he's so chill. The dragon is the chef at your school on weed day.
Now imagine Ratatouille, but with a dragon.
The person's just crushed underneath the dragon.
You can polymorph.
That doesn't change their weight, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good.
Could you imagine just like, oh yeah, he polymorphed into a human. He can't sit down in a chair though, because it's just gonna shatter.
Oh, I was thinking of illusion. It's an illusion wouldn't change the weight.
So I guess also to put it in perspective for the Michelin star, if you do have the dragon meat, you could have like veal for dragon meat, and there was actually a decent item concept brought up for me where you make a blanket out of gold and gems, and then it gives them the comfort of the mother's hoard.
This shit just got real dark. Veal is terrible. And the thought of baby dragon veal? That's
Did we just skip over dragon subspecies though? About the color of their scale determining what they do?
I'm very hurt.
Oh my god!
This conversation.
Is this going back to eating dragons or making them do things? Because imagine a 10,000 gold piece dinner that is a flight of dragon nuggets, different colors.
No, I gotta ask because the previous question made me sad. Are these the Cockatrice dragon nuggies, or are they actually dragon nuggies? Because I thought we were talking about fake dragon meat, not actually cooking the dragons.
Actual dragon meat.
I don't know.
And on that note, let's end the episode.
No, it's depressing. thing.
Just hold on. No.
No.
Hold on.
Alright, put him out of his misery.
What
Put him
about
out of his
owlbears?
misery.
What about what?
What about owlbears that are cooked by a dragon?
I'm for that. I'm for dragon cooking, and I'm for things in the shape of the dragon. And I'm for. I'm not even for like cooking of kobolds. But why we gotta cook the dragons?
This whole conversation is just killing Zenny.
Excellent. This episode 4 is all about bullying Zenny.
This took a turn. We were talking
I
about.
really appreciate how this episode we had a slow start, admittedly, and now we've built into something really beautiful.
We were,
Oh,
we were talking
see,
about
now I'm
dino
thinking-
nuggies, and now it's cyberbullying.
now we need to have like a D&D one-shot campaign of So You Think You Can Cook. And just see where it goes.
They're really hard to do. I haven't figured out a fun way to do it. Because, like, you got the ingredient gathering, and then the cooking, it's just, like, skill checks at that point. So, we need to figure out a good way to spice up that cooking part.
URP, part of the ingredient gathering is building the skill.
Should I end this before?
So you're actually creating your character's skill decks based on the as you gather ingredients. How about that? And that way, not everybody has the same skills, skill thresholds by the time we get to the cooking section.
Plus,
That's my
if it's
thought on
cooking competition, there's always ways to do sabotage of other people's dishes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wow.
That'll be an unfulfilled victory.
But a victory nonetheless.
Okay. We're splitting the party. We're making a villain party and the normal good guy party.
Okay, but it's us, so all the parties become villain parties.
I was gonna say you're splitting the party between. It's like 40K where there are no good guys. Everyone's dicks.
It's like it's like me and my cousin. Like we're close enough in like birthdays that I'm the evil twin and she's the eviler twin, but we actually kind of like exchange that title every now and again. Just saying. It's possible to have an eviler party.
The lesser of two evils.
Exactly.
I'm so sad
Okay.
I can't even hit the stop button.
Well, it's been like an hour, right?
It's over an hour. I'm literally just staring at the timer sad.
Press it! Press it!
Press the button. Do the thing.